of this, and don't forget to turn that white thumb blue. Hi guys, welcome to All Things Venus. My name is Ashwarya, and today we are gonna make momos. To me, momos are like a Chinese version of samosa, but steamed. So, little bit of disclaimer here. I'm not a chef or anything. This is a recipe that has come out from the chef in me, who lives somewhere in the bottom of my heart, who comes out in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. after watching a lot of cooking videos. So, this is these are all the vegetables we are going to be using. I have already cut the vegetables and kept them ready. These are carrots. You can see the sizes, the capsicums. I love the greens, the reds, the greens, the dhanias. The onions have to be really finely chopped, like so. Tomatoes need not be, just leave them be. Alus are smashed, boiled and smashed, and green chilies. And what is a mom thought is when we are in the kitchen? We are supposed to tie our hair. Now, because I'm a South Indian, I am going to South Indianize this momo up. What I mean by that is I'm going to use coconut oil for the filling. We're going to be making the filling now. It's going to be pan fried. This is the oil that my mom gets extracted from this place called Sri Ganuga Oils. I'll link it down below if you guys want to use the same. You get it extracted, like you can select your own coconuts, the quality you want, and it's pure, like there's no preservatives, parabens, sulfate, nothing. They just grind it and give you. It's not cold pressed or heat extracted or anything. And I love this. I use this for my skin as serum, I use it for my hair, I use this for cooking. I'm using this much of quantity. The oil is heated up and ready. Put some onions in. We want the texture to be soft and supple, just like a momo, as opposed to crispy onion. So we have to put a lid on it. Onions have water, and pure unrefined cooking oils have more fat content. So I haven't added any water, but you do you. It should look something like this, and then you know that the onions are done, and you can add some garlic and green chili. Put a lid on it and leave it like that for a while. So while that is magufai is a Telugu word. These carrots and capsicums are gonna go in microwave. So they hold their shape and form while being supple in texture. Momos are steamed, right? So if we pan fry carrot and capsicum, they get a little crispy, which is like a 90 to momo texture. So momo is just supposed to be something soft that just melts. Is it just me, or am I speaking like Cadbury chocolate voiceover lady? Okay, so you catch my drift, right? Any crispy textures in the filling is something we want to avoid. Hence, I'm gonna put some water so that it becomes like moist and supple. You can boil them in a cooker too if you want. If you want the filling to be more in a paste form. I'm putting 7 minutes. You do you. If steam is coming out like this, then it means our onions are completely done. So we're gonna like put some alus, smashed alus, some salt, red chili powder, the secret dhania masala powder. Mix everything together. How much onion, how much potato, how much masala, you ask? I have the answer. It's not a quantity, it's a feeling. I don't know why people like say put so many grams of this or so many grams of that. I never measure like that and cook. So for me, it's swad anusar. And guys, I forgot to tell you the most important ingredient of all, something to eat while we make something to eat. I'm adding the pan cooked part of the filling to the microwave cooked part of the filling. You see the texture of this capsicum, soft and moist? This is what I meant. Oh, yes, the greens, the reds, the corianders. So beautiful. And now we're going to chowy chow. In Mandarin, it means mix it up. And now we abandon it. Let's make the momo dao. Pour some water. So don't do that. And because we don't know how to make a dough, we're gonna ask our mom to make it for us. The dough has arrived. Let's get rolling. I'm just gonna roll this wooden belan all over this. In India, we just call it roti belna. You want this to be as thin as possible. Okay, the objective is for it to be even and wafer thin. I wonder if we should like sing a song when we're making this. Maybe, the momo comes out better that way. But then again, I'm more of a dancer than a singer. Okay, now the round maker, the magic round maker instrument. Keep it like that and press it and thank it for existing and do this. And just like that, the round maker has given us magical round wafers. I'm showing you with maida. You can do the same thing with atta. There the covers are ready with atta and maida so that everybody can eat. Give this homeless filling a momo home. Just take a little bit of filling, moisten them the edges because when they wet, they stick. And we're gonna fold it together. I like to think of it like, when you're folding the pleats of a sari. So like that. That's the finger motion required. So just pleat them together. All the edges, fold them like so. And then hold them and stick them together. Like just hold them and press them together. Check if it's tight or not. If there's going to be any leak, no, it's tight enough. So it's good to go. A small cute momo home. That's one shape. The next shape is this. You hold it like a taco. Press all the edges together. This is the easiest shape. So if you've never done it, if you're a dude trying to make it and you don't get the finger motion, this is the easiest one of them all. These are different shapes. Those are the two shapes. Now the third shape, it's more of a wonton kind of a shape, but I have seen some YouTubers show this shape for momos also. If you guys are interested in knowing how to make wontons, let me know in the comments. So you hold it together like this, the way we made the second shape, same like that, and then just hold the edges and tape them together, like so. So that's the third shape. The fourth shape, this is again more of a traditional momo shape. Just hold them edges and fold them like so. And you see this design that comes up? Just press that design together like so. And that's ready. A small cute little momo. Now we're gonna put a lot of ghee on the utensil because we love our double chins so that all of us can gain weight together. Place all the momos. Those are all the momos that we have made. Leave them to steam. It's time for the momo chutney. Take in some water, boil it, throw in the tomatoes. Well, don't exactly throw them the way I'm throwing. The water is going to splash back on your face. Put some tomatoes in, put the lid, and now we wait and wonder about the mysteries of the universe. When will this lockdown end? And once you're bored of wondering, start making TikTok videos. Dance, 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 dance. Wow, I can really dance. Wow, you can really dance. We cooked doom, doom, doom. We cooked doom, doom, doom. Tomatoes have been boiling all this while. What a coincidence! Once the tomatoes are all boiled, they are ready to now be baked. This process takes about 10 minutes. We don't need them to fully be boiled. The same way we don't need them to be fully baking. We just want to half bake them kind of thingy. Think of it like you're making brinjal ka bharta. Rotate them like once in 5 minutes so that they don't get burnt, and you will have something that looks like this. Once it looks like this, you know that at this stage it's ready to be put in the mixie. Just grind them a little bit. What you have would look something like this. It's not fully grinded, as you can see some bits and pieces, some chunks of tomatoes. Next, we are going to put some chilies in it. Now, I know momo chutney is supposed to be very spicy, but I don't like a very spicy momo chutney. So I'm going to put chilies about that much because I like medium spice. And we are going to grind it again. Our momo chutney is looking good. Let's just garnish with some coriander. The momos, they're done too. You can see the wrappers, the white maida wrappers. Once they've become translucent, you know it's cooked. That's our filling, and that's our yum yum chutney. Looking good. Let's devour. So guys, this is our momo done, and we're gonna like take a bite. Okay, I'm gonna take this first. This is the wheat momo. I'm gonna dip it in sauce. Nice. Yum. If you guys make this at home, make sure to tag me on Instagram and come join me on all my social media. The chutneys come out very nice. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Oh, oh, oh. Tell me in the comments below what else you'd like to see. Share my videos with all your friends and family. Make these momos, tag me on Instagram. Go check out my other videos. And you do you. Bye bye.